We are live on the Squared Circle, ready to go here. It is the Toy Man Chris Hill, along with the Sinful Messiah Ricky Jackson, sitting in for Jay Kirby, who had things to do today. I don't know.
Along with Trey, he had things to do. He's going to the Ranger game though, so I can't fault him.
There you go. But we've got a lot to talk about. I guess we'll do our co-chair and get. I know you guys are doing your podcast tonight as well, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the invite, man. I told you a couple of weeks ago, hey, anytime you need me, I don't mind doing this. I know it kind of started off like competitors, but I was like, no, we're not competitors. It's just I tell people to watch yours, and then you tell people to watch mine. So it's all good, man. I'm glad I could help, and thank you for the invite. Really appreciate it.
The first time I met you was actually probably this week last year when you were on promoting your induction into the Hall of Fame show. And this year we've got the Hall of Fame show coming up in Cleburne, Texas. It is where Legends Are Made 3 next Saturday. We're almost there. It's been a long break between shows, but we're almost there.
It's been a long break, and then next thing you know, it's like boom, 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 show after show after show. So
yeah, we've got the three. We've got. And it's interesting because we do a lot of stuff with NTW as well. So next weekend I've got the show Saturday, Sunday. Our show, then the NTW show on Sunday, and then the following weekend we've got two Cinco de Mayo shows back to back, Saturday, Sunday, with the Railroaders and with the Cleburne. And so I mean, it's going to be a busy couple of weeks after this. So.
It was like that calm before the storm.
Yeah, we needed the 5 weeks off.
Yeah. I know my body did. I don't even wrestle anymore, so my body needed it.
I just said commentary. It's tired. So there's but we will be inducting 3 new members into the Hall of Fame. We had Blade. We were trying to get him on tonight, but he had some family matters, and our prayers go out to him. Hope all is well with you, sir. He should still be at the show next weekend, but he was not able to be on the podcast with us. And then we have Dave Dunnings, who will be inducted, and then, of course, Chuck West. You dealt with all 3 of these gentlemen?
I've dealt with Blade and Dunning just a little bit here and there. Chuck West, we were, I want to say, 2 promotions together. Might have been 3. He was kind of phasing out when I was phasing in type deal, so it was kind of ships and passing in the lane or whatever you want to call it, passing in the night. But no, I know Chuck pretty good. We've had some feuds, not too many. I know when we first, I can't remember if it was Chuck or Dave that was with Rock when the Dying Breed first came to APW.
Oh, okay.
About 5 or 6 years ago. But I've known Chuck for a while. Good guy.
Probably if it was at APW, it would probably be Dave then, because I don't think Chuck never wrestled for APW.
Yeah.
So
I think he might have been doing like their managerial or something.
Yeah, he was doing stuff like that.
Yeah. And so, but I've known Chuck for quite a while now.
It's going to be a very interesting show for sure.
Yeah.
I know you guys are in action.
Yeah, Trey's going on, taking on Bodark. He's a young up and comer. I said it on our podcast last week or the week before, I can't remember. He's deceptively strong. I mean, you look at his frame. And you're thinking, okay, cruiserweight, but he's a pretty powerhouse, and so it's gonna be a challenge for Trey, but he's up for it. He's been training pretty hard, hitting the gym, getting some ring time in. I know he's going down to the fitness center on Mondays and training down there. And Tucson, he had to chime in real quick.
Yeah, they got it.
That's his little running buddy, and so they're starting to make a little name for themselves. I know they're in NTW quite a bit.
Yeah, they are. So
had their eyes on them for a little bit, trying to get them.
I liked them until Deshaun got to them. You know, it was kind of a
just trying to show them the light a little bit. But
yeah.
Okay, Tucson seems to be like the little mouth of the group.
He's got a hardcore match coming up at NTW, so
does he?
He's got his work cut out for him as well.
Yeah, might have to try to sneak in there. Deshaun and I got some little bit of heat over some words, so I don't know how that's in standing. But, I mean, I've extended the olive branch, and we're civil now, but it is kind of one of those. There's a little bit of animosity, but if it's not animosity in the sport, then it's really not the sport, I guess.
It seems to be that way in this community. There's
well, a lot of it has to do with you got a bunch of alpha males, and then you got a bunch of wannabe alpha males, and the alpha males, they're gonna clash. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. You have to have an ego in this sport. You have to.
No, I agree 100%.
And so it's burned me a couple of times. 26 years, 27 years. My ego's burned me a couple of times. It's got me in some trouble, got me some heat. And there's people that they still don't like me just because of how I was 10, 15 years ago. And I'm not talking about just my ex-wives. I mean, there's fans, and I'm like, I'm totally different now.
Man, you got some fans that just will not give you a chance, huh?
No, that means I did something right. So, I mean, up until when I first broke in, they had me nothing but a good guy, baby face. That was clean cut, little goatee, little chin straps.
Mm-hmm.
I guess kind of a boy band look, and so they were like, "Oh, you can't be a bad guy. You just can't do it." And then I went to another promotion, started being a bad guy over there. Yeah, Scott Patrick throwing up the threes. That's old school right there, bro. But I went to old Tops Texas Outlaw promotion in Mineral Wells before Rampage was out there. And the true Ricky Jackson came out, and then it was like, okay, no place would book me as a good guy anymore. And so a lot of people don't think I am a good person. So I was like, okay, but reputation precedes you. There's a difference between reputation and character. The reputation is what people think you are, and your character is how you truly are. And I mean, since we've come back to APW, I've tried nothing but to show my true character about being a good person. And I go by the sinful Messiah simply for the fact I'm not trying to forget my past. It is part of me, and it has made me who I am today. So it is what it is. But we're going to keep doing our thing. We read the Bible and follow God's directions, and that's why I made the comment when we first came back. We're not going for gold until God thinks we're ready, because with that plan, we're not set up to fail. If that makes any sense to people. And so, you know, if people still hate me from when I was with the Dying Breed, I must have done something right. So I'm happy. It's a challenge. So I've never really backed down from challenges. I think I've gotten a little smarter and not, 3-on-1. Oh, that seems like it's going to be a fair odds. Let's go hit the ring. And kind of backed away from that. Like, hold on. So, age
definitely when they were opening up the gym and talking about that, I thought for a moment that I should probably train a little bit, and I quickly thought no. The age kicked in, and I was like, yeah, no, this is not something I need to be doing.
I tried last Saturday for somebody to meet up with me down at the gym, and It's just to see if I could. I mean, I don't think I can, and I'll probably take one bump or hit the ropes one time. Okay, that's enough. I'm holding for a little bit. I just, it's one of those. My mind is saying I can, my body's saying, oh no, you can't. And here I am, called in from work today because I slept wrong and my back went out.
Yeah,
so that's a sign right there.
Yeah, say what you will. I mean, I look like Haas Holding. I mean, still going, 63 years old, and
he started late too.
He didn't start till it's like he started
55
or
52, 53,
something like that. Yeah.
So, and I thought me starting at 24 was late.
Man, and that's why when I was talking to him, that's why I thought, okay, maybe if he started that late, I can start. Like, nah, I'm not. I'm fine being commentary side, on the side doing that.
Man, I'll tell you one thing though, is once you get bit by that bug, man, it is hard to shake those. I've walked away 2-3 times, something like that. And first time I was done, I was totally out of it. And then Trey wanted to come back, or Trey wanted to start wrestling, and so I was going to do just the managerial role, and then him training for a year, being around some of the guys, I was like, okay, I got to see if I can have one more run with him. And I accomplished what I wanted to. Got to wrestle against my son. Got to wrestle tag team with my son. I'm content now. That's all I really wanted to do. So I'm content now. I don't see me coming back. I had the match with Balak. I made a vow that I wouldn't wrestle in a sanctioned match again, and I've stuck to it. Had the match with Balak. It was unsanctioned, but there was a reason for that. He had some anger and some hostility that he needed to release, and so I knew with him it was a mine. And so once he realized, okay, this guy's really not out to sabotage or manipulate me, he's out to help me. In that match, it helped him, and that's what I did. And so, yeah, that was one of the hardest things too, is just getting hit with that kendo stick a couple of times. And I mean, I took an ass whooping, but I took that ass whooping for a reason, and that was so Balak could realize and join into the sanctuary. But that's all for naught, I guess. He had something.
Couple months ago, it looked like you were going to be baited in a little bit with Stefan Anaki as well. Yeah.
Seth and I, we go way back. We go way back. When the Dying Breed first came to APW, Jason Bruce, Seth Ananaki, and Big Herd, those were the three that stood up for APW constantly. And Seth, man, I have all the respect in the world for Seth. We've had some matches. He's had a real good match with Jigen, and that was my alter ego, that he just wants to destroy things.
Okay.
And so Seth pushed the right buttons and brought Jigen back, and Seth took an ass whooping from him. I mean, Jigen caught him a couple of good times with the kendo stick. They had a real good match. And so, but yeah, I got, nothing but respect for Seth, but his comments that he made before Trey's match, it almost got me back in the ring.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anything that I love or build, I'll fight my ass off for. And obviously my son, I love him to death. So I'll admit, I almost came back with Seth, but I guess you could say luckily Chance came in. I didn't have to come back in. So Chance, that shocked me too, because I've never seen Chance that pissed.
Yeah, no, that was that was very surprising. Stay away. If King Outlaw's saying it, it must be. I've only seen the mask. I haven't seen him in action.
I'm afraid of Jigen, and there's not too many people that I'm too afraid of. I've been in there with some big heavy hitters, especially old time heavy hitters that legit. I mean, they're legit badasses. They're not just sports entertainers or anything. I mean, they're legit badasses. Jigen scares me, so that should tell you something.
Yeah.
So, but I haven't talked to him in 4 or 5 years, so that's past. That's past. But yeah, Bodart, Tucson. We've been looking at them for the sanctuary. Talked to them a little bit. They're just a different breed. They want to kind of do their own thing, and I mean that's cool. But
yeah, they're kind of hired guns right now. The APR, it's
well, I've had the displeasure with Jigen, and it's not fun. It's not. I mean, say what you will about him. His main objection is just to destroy things, and he tried to destroy me. So that tells you something about him. But he's tucked away. You're okay, Jason. You're okay.
Keep it away for a little bit.
yeah, you're okay. Jason almost. A lot of people don't realize, and I'm gonna pull back the curtain. I do Tales from the Other Side, and it kind of tells stuff from behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize, or some people might not realize, Jason Bruce and I had like legitimate, serious, not just storyline wrestling heat, but we had like personal, like legit hatred for each other. And when they reached out, that was a big shock when they reached out last year for us to do the Hall of Fame induction, the Dying Breed, and that was a huge olive branch, and that opened up a phone call to Jason. And I was like, let's catch. He's like, no catch, man. We spent maybe 2 hours on the phone, and there was still some animosity the first couple of times we were around each other, but now, I mean, it's pretty much squashed. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize that there was like serious. We didn't have the tabloids and the dirt sheets all over it like they do now, but
yeah, there
was serious animosity. And when the board said I was coming back, the locker room was kind of, Big John, okay. Diabetes don't take you away, then you might get AARP. I'm just saying. I mean, that's a big boy, but
you haven't heard. I mean, that's
why I'm glad I'm not wrestling anymore. There were two big boys, and I've been in the match with her. Trey's been in a couple of matches with Big John. He's been in there with both of them, and I made the comment a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how hard. I will keep talking. I mean, you can count on that. I'll keep talking. As long as there's breath in my lungs, I'll keep talking. And the great thing about it, hey, if they whoop my ass, they whoop my ass. It won't be the first time I've had my ass whooping, and I'm 50 years old. So what did they accomplish whooping my ass? Nothing. I mean, they're champions, and they're worried about me talking. Okay, that shows you where their head is. I mean, Rock needs to get a control of his posse and have them focused on matches and not just, let alone me just talking.
Yeah.
But
we definitely will be talking about the match that they have coming up. But let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to talk about where legends are made. So,
all righty.
Are you ready to start your fitness journey today? but don't want to deal with the hassle of big, overcrowded franchise gyms or tired of waiting on gym equipment? Then head down to AFC Advanced Fitness Center in Keene, Texas, where we're locally owned and operated. That's 2221 FM 2280 Keene, Texas, where we offer several different memberships starting out at $23.99. We also offer 24-hour memberships and also tanning. Don't forget to call us and ask us about our first responder discounts and our educator discounts and also veteran discounts. Call us at 817-506-0003. That's 817-506-0003. Call us today and let's get healthy together.
Looking for unbeatable daily deals on the hottest vapes and treats? Head to Vapor Labs. Discover amazing sales on Geek Bars, Core Infinity Vapes, and a variety of delicious gummy treats. Find us at 1301 West Henderson Street, Suite 1, Cleburne, Texas, right between World Gym and Bright Dental. Don't miss out on your next great deal at Vapor Labs, your one-stop shop for all things vape and more.
Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleburne or Alvarado, Texas. But what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
Our next show will be next Saturday, April 26th at the J.N. Long Cultural Arts Center in Cleburne. It is where Legends Are Made 3. It is our Hall of Fame show. We will have 3 inductees into the Hall of Fame and much more action for sure. Comments coming in over the...
I would never have to work again in my life if I got $1 for every time somebody made that comment about beating my ass and ruining my career. So, yeah, Haas, man, that's much respect for you, bro. I've said it in the locker room to your face. I'll say it on here. Much respect for you, man. You're going strong. Oh my God, here we go. Jack Jason, Ricky's loud now. Somebody's jealous.
Got everybody on now.
I'm used to Daniel Goff being jealous. It just, you know. So we squashed our stuff, and so now he's my lapdog. Okay. What's going on, Ty? How are you doing? So.
All right, so let's get into it. So we've got coming up on next Saturday, we will have the social media sensation Mikey B taking on the cheat code Jay Knight. Jay Knight is all over online, different promotions. So the man is definitely ready for action here at APW.
I've never seen him. I've heard some stuff about him.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to kind of look online and see if I can see. No, I'm done. I'm done. What do people not realize when I say I'm done? I'm done. I mean,
goading you in. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's just
10 years ago, I'll be like, okay, booking, let's get it on. But now I'm like, no. I just like to talk.
Yeah.
Be long-winded and not say anything. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's something else. But I've heard a lot about him. Mikey's impressive. He's got to have cardio because he never shuts up during the entire match and he keeps going. No, that's being a manager. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Manager and wrestling are totally
two different things. Yeah. No.
But I don't know, man. The way he's teasing all these people that they're signing, I might come back for one match just so I can have that build up in the tease. No part-time.
Part-time.
It's actually worse on your body. People don't realize that. That's worse on your body.
Trinity's looking pretty good. They've got some pretty good stuff happening. People are getting on there. So Jay Knight kicks Mickey Keeson. I don't know. My wife would be upset with that for sure. That's My wife loves Mikey B, so I don't know.
That deal with Mikey B and Big J, that's like how can I say this and be politically correct? That's, how many times they broken up? Like 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, they're on again, off again quite a bit. Yeah. But
like,
I don't know. I haven't heard from Big J since I haven't heard anything from him since he walked out that last match or the last show. So I don't know if Jay's done for good or not. That's
that's a big boy too. If he could ever rein in his or focus his temper and anger and get away from the toxicity of Mikey B and just be done. Might need to start asking him about the sanctuary. Who knows? But
also up, we'll have the anime guru Drew Gaffney and the Diamond in the Rough Devontae James. It is a double debut for these two gentlemen. Neither one of them have been at APW before, and it'll be interesting to see for sure how. From what I've seen picture wise, I think they're two different sizes. We'll just go this way.
I'm just throwing off pictures.
Yeah, I'm thinking Drew's more cruiserweight and Devontae's a more heavyweight. I may be wrong.
Devontae looks like a little powerhouse, and
yeah,
I don't know if the other guy. I don't know if he looks like he's a little speed demon. Those are the ones I hate. The speed demons.
Yeah, no, look at Chance when he takes on King Outlaw. I mean, it's like even Hilda and Morgan. I mean, Hilda's all over the place, just run circles around her. So it's
that girl right there. She shocks me every match. I mean, she takes a beating.
Absolutely.
She takes a beating, and it's. I mean, she's got to have a couple of Calgon take me away bass after a match, every match. I don't care because I've yet to see her not take a beating.
Yeah.
So, but she walks away with the belt. So she's doing something right.
Then we've got the Fallen Angel Seth Anunnaki defending his championship against the hottest in the room, Dante Flame. Dante's been here once before. Him and Chance. I think he was coming to take on Chance Fortune, and unfortunately, Seth beat him to it. So it's
now. Catch me up. There's animosity between Dante and Chance. Something about Chance or Dante stole Chance's belt.
Yeah. So at NTW, their last show. Chance defended the title, won, and his friends came out and they beat him down, and they walked off with the belt. So even though Chance won the match, they walked away with the belt, and they've been posting pictures with it like they won, but it was a beat down, and they stole the belt from him. They do not have the title; they just stole the belt. So, and now that Chance is out, I mean, we had to strip Chance of it, and there will be an opportunity for somebody to win that belt at NTW.
Hey, I've lost 40 pounds in 6 months. So I might be a cruiserweight now. I mean, I still have like 30 or 40 pounds to go. But that's what I was going to comment. That little promotional picture at the very beginning. I need to get a new one. That one, that was about 40 pounds ago, and
I redid my videos on here just because of some of my first ones that I had my pictures of. I was probably 50 pounds heavier myself, so on our intro.
Yeah, I'll be watching it. I know you asked earlier, Ty. Yeah. I'll be watching it. I got a convention I'm doing Saturday. We're driving back Saturday night. I'll be watching it though. It won't be the first time I've watched the video while I'm driving, so yeah, we'll be watching it.
There's definitely some interesting matches. I'm interested in for WrestleMania, so that'll be.
I think the Intercontinental 4-way is going to be the match of the night. I mean, you got Penta, Braun, Finn, and then Dominic. but I mean, he's a throw in to me. But the other three, I mean, they're workhorses. I think that'll be a good match.
Let's see. Then our main event on the 26th will be Jacked and Juicy taking on the Posse for an APW Tag Team Unification match. Winner takes all. The old school tag titles and the new tag titles, I guess you'd call them. I don't know, the current titles.
The
titles that were recognized until Dying Breed showed up.
I have not watched all of them live. My name is not Smiley. That dude right there is Smiley. He's at every pay-per-view, no matter where it is. But, I mean, I am going to watch it. So, but yeah, I think the main event, that should be a good match. Obviously, the size goes to the Posse, but Joey might be the smallest competitor in the match, but he's probably got the biggest heart. I mean, that dude, he goes. I've seen him different shows, different matches, different people. He don't care about the size. He goes, and then you have Jason, who I give him credit. He morphed his body over the past couple of years. Spent so much time in the gym, and you can tell that. And so he's a brick house, and so might be able to neutral one of them. I don't know if he can neutralize two of them, but I don't think they can keep up with Joey. So I think that's going to be a real good match.
This comment makes me wonder. I don't know who's behind TCW, but I know their general manager Brady Owens tried to do something about Posse, and that didn't quite work out too well for them either. So you might talk to Brady before you show up to try to do something about the Posse.
I mean, they're a force to be reckoned with. When we were doing the Dying Breed, we were kind of we had monsters, just not size monsters like they are.
Yeah.
But I think that would have been a good clash 5-6 years ago when we were all active and in better shape and then taking. They're going to be a hard team for anybody to beat. They're going to be a hard team, and it's probably. I mean, they have Rock Bennett on the outside, so I guess you could say that's the minds of the deal. I mean, that's not too much minds, but it is some minds. Rock's been around a time or two, so he's seen a lot of things. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if there's a team that can take them one-on-one and not do something. That's because you're going bald like Hogan. Hair thin and on top like Hogan. You can be like me with a bad back. You try to slam that big boy.
Yeah. So they come out, they may win and then not be able to defend titles afterwards.
Yeah. We win, but we're going to strip you because you've thrown out your back and totally. I mean, my dumb ass tried to pick up her, and that was the biggest mistake I've ever made. He just looked at me like, really, kid?
You know, I used to work at a hotel that would host the wrestlers when they came through. And I remember the first time Big Show came through and just looking up at him and like, yes, sir. You know, it's kind of how I feel walking past Big Herd. You know, every time he gets behind me, I'm just like, yes, sir. There's.
He reminds me of the old wrestler Eclipse. I mean, he walks in, he can block out the whole entire sun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he was big back before COVID, and he just gotten bigger, and I think he's gotten stronger too.
I just look at the way he picks people up. I mean, he definitely he's got some strength behind him. That's not just. I mean, there's muscle under that. So,
I mean, that's the deal. You see a lot of guys that are big, but they're they don't have anything behind it, but
Yeah.
both of them, Big John G and Herd, they both have some power behind their size.
No, I agree, because it's definitely, there's power behind it. It's not just size. So that they, with as much as I hate to give them credit for anything,
Oh yeah,
that definitely feels that way. So
I know for a fact that when Herd hits you, it hurts.
yeah.
And so, and Trey was saying, Trey's been in with both of them at different times, and he said Big John G's the same way. When he hits you, it hurts. And so I'm like, yeah, better. Well, I'm not wrestling. I'm not doing. Dude.
All right.
Question: the comment about that, though. I mean, yeah, you might be throwing up some big weight, but does the weights hit back? I mean, Tyson said it best, and I ain't trying to crap on you, Jason, but Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face, and I mean, I'll give you your props on the size that you put on and muscle that you put on, but weights don't hit back.
Yep. No, you got it. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think if anybody can take Big Herd and Big John G, it's going to be Jack and Juicy. It just they
match up well.
Yeah.
I mean, some people that don't know much about Joey, like I said, Joey surprises a lot of people with his size, and but he's got stamina. He's got power too.
Yeah.
His little hot sauce chops or whatever, he brings the sauce on those, and so they can do some destruction. But I don't know. I think it'll be a good. Looks like it's going to be a good card, even though I don't know a couple of the people on there. But
yeah, we're going to be introducing really introducing 3 new guys. Dante's probably not even that well. He's only been here once before, so 4 faces that we haven't seen before. But they've all been around, and it's going to be an interesting show for sure. I think it's I don't think it's going to be an incredible show. I think we're in for a treat. That
that's when you put too much on the stack and they come back. I've had that a time or two. Ego lift. It's the worst thing in the world is ego lift.
All right. Well, let's take the next commercial break, and we'll be back talking more. We'll talk WrestleMania, talk something. I don't know. We'll be back.
Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027 and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com.
Hi, welcome to Henson Photography. We do all kinds of photos. Sports photos, family photos, and shows like APW. We have done rodeos, volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, color guard, promos, and many more. Henson Photography is family owned and ran. So come check us out on Facebook at Henson Photography, and we will see you at the next show.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I was going to get into something else, but we've been interrupted a bit here.
I'm going to point out whoever did the typing, they might want to change it because that's the guy I don't want to piss off. So, Bug Herd, whoever.
Herd, how are you doing today?
Absolutely fabulous. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can, sir. There we go.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm in here clanging and banging in the weight room right now.
How much bigger are you trying to get?
Well, you can't. There's always room to improve.
I mean, I think you've put on 20 pounds, and not in a bad way. At least 20 pounds since the last time I've seen you.
They say, the higher you climb, the older you get, it's hard to get that extra stuff off.
Yeah. That's why I don't wrestle anymore, because I couldn't keep the extra stuff off, and it started hurting.
Man, that hurts my feelings, man, because I really wanted to get in the ring with you at some point.
You had your shot 5 years ago, big boy. You had your shot 5 years ago.
A lot has happened, but hey, you dodged the bullet. I say that.
Nah.
Hey, no, I think you're a great guy, a great wrestler, great worker. I give you much props, man. But hey, you dare to come back. You come back anytime. I'll be happy to get in there with you.
If I ever came back, I definitely ain't getting back in there with you.
He's going after the cruiserweights when he comes back.
Yeah,
That's what
I'll make sure I drop down to 205 or whatever the cruiserweight is, so I don't have a chance to get in there with you.
Now, as far as Jason Bruce goes, I see he's commenting, he's making all these, little comments or whatever he's trying to say. You don't have a chance. Y'all know he ain't got a chance in hell with me. Y'all know that. I know that. He knows that. His crowd knows that. The people know it. Everybody knows it.
He says he's gonna pull a Hulk Hogan on Andre the Giant, just body slam you.
Yeah, he's gonna body slam himself. He better keep dreaming, or he better wake up and apologize.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, Jason Bruce, we had some great matches up and down the road, and I know he's not gonna be in there. I don't know. He might have a little partner, a little Jack and Juicy partner, but as far as I'm concerned, if he wants any shot at the title, any shot at our title, said Big John G, you better try real hard. You better try harder than you ever tried before, because you ain't gonna ever get him while I'm alive.
See, that's why I'm on this side of the computer, and I'm glad I ain't wrestling.
No, I feel the same way. I'm sitting there like when him and Big John G walk behind me doing commentary, I get a little nervous. So I saw what they did to the Blade, Gavin. So they have no problem taking out helpless people.
The posse has no problem taking out anybody. You get in our way, we're gonna take you out. It's like a speed bump in the road. You just gotta jump over it or knock it out the way. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we do it. Go ahead.
I was saying, how long have you been wrestling?
Look, actually over 20 years. I've been in since 2000, and it's been about since 2001.
Okay.
Yeah. Started. I got in the ring. I started with Red Dog or Rodney Mack. He kind of got me started. I met him at an ECW show at the old what's that building? The Bronco Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Out in Dallas. So I'll tell you how long ago that was.
Yeah.
That was torn down like in 2007.
Yeah, man.
Actually, 2013, because we did a memorial show after 9/11. So it was like 3 or 4 years. So 2014, 2015. It's been torn down for a while, though. But
yeah.
I remember those.
Well, that was a long time,
Yeah.
And we ended up, I ended up working with Blade. Blade doing his shows with MGW. I was working with a group called the Bad Boys. You probably remember them. The original Bad Boys.
Was Seth
Lil Tony. He came in later, but he became part of the group. But it was myself, Tony, Lil Tony, Black, Terry Black, the Dad, and MVP, the original MVP, with Tremaine Hosman. So yeah, we were the original Bad Boys. So for all of them that they see the Bad Boys as they are, you don't remember how. You got to remember the original. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how people forget about the ones who paved the way for us.
Oh yeah, man. Well, you went on that page.
No,
You know,
I'm just an old man.
We're trying to get to your status right now.
No, y'all exceeded my status. I just
you want
only problem.
Go ahead.
The only problem I have with you is who you're following, man. You don't need Rock, man.
Let me tell you something. Rock is it's a runaway train without Rock. You don't want this runaway train to just get away. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody like Rock Bannon who, he's crooked a little bit. But you got to have a little crookedness. You know, I'll be a little crazy in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be the first one to admit it.
There's a difference of being crazy and being manipulated, and that's how I feel about that. I mean,
come on now, give him a fair shake. Rock, man, he's been taking the light by the horns. He's taking this group by the horns. He's directing in a new direction. We got tag team championships. We got gold, baby. Hey, I ain't complaining about that one bit. Big John ain't complaining about it.
Don Breed had gold too. We weren't the best to follow. We had all the titles, so you can't throw that up there. I'm just trying to help you personally, man, not just professionally, just personally.
Listen, personally, I'm just fine. Hey, I appreciate you, but I'm just fine.
You're going down the wrong road, and you're smarter than that, bro. When you came out with him, when you came out with Rock, I knew it wasn't you.
Hey, man,
you gotta admit there's some kind of
Rock brought the cash, he brought the flow, and we brought the go. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. We got in there, we got it done. We got the talent, we got the move, we got the size, we got the spring. You can't beat us. We the best. We the best.
Right, so this is
leading the best.
You know this is tape.
He's always led the best.
You know this is tape. So when Rock's true colors come out, and he screws you over like he's done to everybody in the past, I'll let you know right now. There's always a place in sanctuary for you. And when you need that comfort, you can come over here, and we'll guide you the right way, show you the light. But I'm putting it out there. Yeah, Rock will wine you and dine you and flash that money. But I'm gonna be very vulgar on this one. But when it comes to nut cutting time, he ain't gonna be there when you need him the most. Mark my words.
Listen. Rock Bannon has never crossed me before. I've been with Rock. I've known Rock Bannon for a long time. He's always done me right. And he's always done, now Big John G, you know what I'm saying? This is a formation that has never been before. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Big John got my back, man. He seems like a pretty swell dude, pretty cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He's better than Jason Bruce, old cowboy, or whatever he wants to be over there. He might be, what, he wants to be jacked and juicy now. You know, he's lifting a little weight, got a little tougher, a little stronger. Still a piece of garbage, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's all I care about. All I care about is having the goal. You want to come get it, you come take it from me. You come take it from us.
Well, next Saturday, we'll see which is the better team, whether it's Jack and Juicy or the Posse.
They ain't ready. They're going to get jacked up. Thrown out. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Hey, when you got to be out of his mind to face somebody like us, man. You got to be out of your mind to face somebody like us. You know? I wouldn't face nobody like me if I wasn't me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't doubt that. I don't want to face you.
I did many a times. So,
hey, you know, sometimes it takes a maniac to face a maniac, and I think you're a maniac a little bit. You know what I'm saying, Rick?
You never know. I might get some secrets to Jack and Juicy.
But about you know, sanctuary being light, I don't know how much light there is over there in the sanctuary, man. Yeah, it's a little dark from what I see.
Well,
you know,
how's that?
Hey, a little dim light over there, man. I don't know about light.
What have we done? We came in. Dark. Let's see.
I'm dark. I know something about not light. No light.
No, you just block out the light. That's all that is. But let's see. Wow. we saved Axel from getting burned again, and when Ian had that hitman come in from the Sudan, let's see, when y'all came in, we didn't go out there, but I mean, yeah, I was dark when I was with the Dying Breed, but I ain't that way no more. So, I mean, if that's what you see, that right there shows that Rock got them little rose-tinted glasses on you.
Listen, hey, and I'll see. I better get my name right too. By the way, you know what I'm saying? I know it was wrong earlier today, but you see how it straightened out real quick. We got that right. Better have my name right this time too. I don't want to be hearing Big Turd or nothing like that. You know, it's Big Herd.
I've got a herd. Big Herd.
Now you heard it.
I heard it.
You heard it.
All right.
I promo with that in there. You heard me.
That's right. Now, if you didn't hear it, now you heard it. Please believe that.
All right.
Listen, one more thing. My message to Jason Bruce and his partner, the little piece of trash partner he's got. You want it? You come get it. But it ain't gonna happen. You know, you heard it.
Well, we will find out next Saturday night for sure. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Hey.
I know you're busy.
Hey, keep it real. Keep it live.
All right. Have a good night.
See, that, I mean, that right there shows you that Rock is, I'm not gonna say controlling, but he's I guess he is controlling, because that's not Herd. Herd's a good guy, and you just see how he flipped in the middle of that interview or that talk, and that has the influence of Rock written all over it. I mean, that's.
I don't know him outside. I met him for the first time when they came and threatened me. I mean, that's all I know about Herd. So I don't know him outside of that. But
I mean,
heard it.
Trey's putting on some size. We have other people in the sanctuary. Herd might get his wish. Not against me, of course, but there's. I don't know how much help I'm going to be. All I can do is tell him, from what I remember from her, but I mean, his weaknesses, but I'm concentrating on the sanctuary right now. I'm actually looking forward to Trey's match. Get to see Bodark again up close and personal. He lost against Balak. I don't like how Balak wrestled that match, and that's one of the reasons he's not with us anymore in the sanctuary. And so hopefully Trey can show him the right way, and then they start seeing the light. So, I mean, you have the right to your opinion, even though it's wrong. But I mean, you have the right. You have the right to that opinion. And I don't. What do they people not understand? I don't wrestle anymore.
I know they're all.
Oh, wait a minute, Bodark tuned in.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's funny. I mean, I try to give him his props, and of course, I'm going to say my son. Of course, I'm going to say my son's going to win. But I mean, if you found something funny about that, okay.
Yeah. So we inadvertently became competing podcasts,
right? I don't even look at it that way.
I know.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things of we were doing Wednesdays and had to switch to Thursdays at the same time you announced. They just kind of I joked about it competing. I know we're not.
Yeah.
I mean, but for anybody who's on Squared Circle but hasn't seen, what do you and Trey talk about normally?
We normally talk about everything from professional wrestling other professional sports, video games, life in general. And so we just talk about everything. We're not affiliated with one promotion. So we had one podcast. We talked about pretty much just video games. And so it's we tie everything up. First ballot, now Trey. I'll be okay. So, I mean, you lost the ballot, so how would that be first ballot? I mean, Trey's not going anywhere, so if that's going to end the sanctuary, okay. I mean, all I'm saying is don't bite off more than you can chew. And so, and again, he's doing exactly what everybody's done since Trey came back. They take him for granted. They underestimate him. They want to make a name off of me. I'm not wrestling anymore. I'm on the outside. I'm a coach.
Trey almost won. Trey almost beat Seth when that he kept taking his eyes off of you, or Seth kept watching you instead of Trey.
I'm nowhere. I mean, I make it very apparent that because I understand Balak. That's the deal about the sanctuary. It's not just a group thrown together, and we have guidelines and we have rules, and he doesn't want to follow guidelines and rules, and so that's why he's no longer with the sanctuary. He's got to get some things straightened out. Yeah, but oh well, I mean. It's real easy. If people want me to quit talking and shut me up.
Let's see. It's a podcast. Aren't we supposed to talk?
Yeah, but I mean, and I'm not even trying. I haven't even done any. What I was trying to get to, like with Seth's match against Trey. I understand that if there's a manager outside the ring, the opponent comes near that manager, everybody's going to expect them to cheat. That's why if you ever watching our matches, I back away to let them know I'm there for my son. I'm there for the sanctuary. I'm not there to cheat. I'm not sitting there to do anything. I'm sitting there to guide my son in the sanctuary. But everybody keeps sitting there. I mean, Phil Noir, he tried to goat me into hitting him. He almost got cracked with the kendo stick, but luckily, I'm not that same person, and I understand what he was trying to do. Seth, with our history, I know how competitive and how devious Seth could be. So, yeah, I did come up with Gigan's mask, and it was to kind of throw Seth off. And I never got into the match, never interfered in the match. Seth came through, and, you know, he did a tope suicida through the ropes, and you know, of course, I'm going to protect my son, so I pushed him out of the way, and I took the brunt of it. But I appreciate that. You know, you got these young bucks that when they're trying to make their name off of me, I'm not wrestling anymore. They overlook my son. I hope you do. I hope you do overlook my son, because he's going to surprise you like he has done in the past. I mean, Shane Stratmore, he's been the longest reigning heavyweight champion for APW.
Yes,
and he overlooked my son, and he kept saying that I'm bringing him to a lamb to slaughter. My son gave him everything he had, or everything Stratmore could throw out there, and he had to resort to brass knuckles or knuckle dusters, whatever, foreign object.
Something in his hand. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, to beat him. So, I mean, yeah, we might not have got a W in the win column, but to me, bro, if you got that reputation and you're the longest reigning, you got to go to dirty Texas like that. Okay, cool. You overlooked him for the wrong reason. Phil Noir, he overlooked him. Trey beat him. Seth, he gave Seth almost everything he could handle, and Seth pulled out the victory on that one. But, you know, so Bodark, I mean, I've given you your props. Done what I could for you, but I mean, if you want to keep running your mouth and thinking you're going to shut me up, that ain't going to happen. I mean, there's been better people that have threatened me with that, and so as long as there's breath in my lungs, I'll keep talking. I don't know, but you keep popping your gums too, so obviously something. I mean, I have 2 champions. Big Herd wants a match with me. Big John G, they want a match with me. I must have done something right. I mean,
yeah.
And so, okay.
They're coming after you.
I know. Again, okay. Let's just say hypothetically, well, I played the game. Bodark, you beat me. What's that do? Not a damn thing. I'm 50 years old. I haven't wrestled in 5 years. What does that prove? Nothing. It proves absolutely nothing. You need to concentrate on my son, not on me, not on the sanctuary, my son. You don't have to worry about the sanctuary. We don't interfere in matches. We don't cheat. I mean, I have done all that. I don't need to do it. I'm trying to correct the errors on my way how I used to be. So that's why, Ballot match against Bodart, he wanted to use dirty tactics. Enough's enough. That's why he's no longer here. So
we will have Where Legends Are Made 3 on April 26th at the J.N. Long Cultural Arts Center in Cleburne. Get your tickets now. We still have VIP. We still have front row available, but who knows how long. So get your tickets now. The venue does fill up. So, yeah. All right. Jason doesn't want to match with you.
His left ear will not be the same. We had
Yeah.
a match in Grimberry, and his left ear, I attacked it. I was trying to rip his ear off. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to deform him and wear his ear around my necklace, around my neck on a necklace. And so I was doing everything. I even tried to bite it off. So that's what he keeps bringing up the ear. And so if anybody wants me to shut up, it's probably Jason, because I know every time I talk, his ear hurts. And so, but that's why he keeps making the comments about his ears. And so, I mean, these people, these young bucks, I made the comment about not understanding the people that paved the way before you. Big Herd, he's been in the ring with me. He knows what I could do.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to keep bumping gums. I mean, you're talking trash to a 50-year-old man that doesn't wrestle anymore. Props. Kudos to you. What does it prove? If you beat me, you beat me. You should beat me. But if I whoop your ass, what does that say about you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only thing is, I mean, the money ain't gonna be there enough for me to take it off. So,
yeah, if you're getting that payout, it'd be different.
Yeah, I mean, you want to pay
I'd
me?
step in the ring for that money. I mean, honestly,
I've always said it, even when Tyson was in his heyday. $10 million or whatever those people were getting paid back in the day, $20 million.
Yeah.
I would have stepped in the ring with Tyson.
Yeah, I could have lasted as long as some of those early guys.
20 million for 30 seconds. Hell yeah. Now my luck, I'd take it, and then he'd punch me one time, and I'd be brain damaged and a vegetable the rest of my life.
Yeah, well,
you just breathe on me, I'm taking. Oh! I'm falling down. So, the card's gonna. I mean, the card, it looks stacked. Even though, I mean, I've heard. I don't know some of them. Haven't seen some of them wrestle, but the ones that I have and the ones that I do know, I think it's gonna be a pretty stacked card. And
yeah, it definitely. I mean, it's gonna be new people to APW, definitely. But I can vouch. There's going to be some high flying action. It's going to be a fun show. I would say get there early, get your good seats, and there's wrestle part-time. Back up your words, old man. What? He never said he was going to wrestle part-time. Yeah, in fact, he said he wasn't going to wrestle part-time. We're talking about payout. If you want to pay out, $50 million. Both of us will get in the ring. Yeah, 2-on-1.
Hell, I'll tell you right now. Vision, I'll find a tag team partner to take on Big Herd and John G. Million straight up. Even if I have to go down to Lancashire or whatever it is and pick up a homeless dude just to stand in the corner.
Just do it, yeah. So
I mean, I'll take a $50 million ass whooping. It won't be the first time I've taken one, but $50 million, yeah, I'll take it.
There you go. So,
I'll do it with a smile on my face and like, you dumbass, you just beat a 50-year-old man up, and I got paid $50 million. Cool.
Yeah. All right, back to Tales of the Other Side. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't watch it live typically, but I do go back and watch them. I do enjoy it. I think just hearing some of your stories have always been fascinating to me.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
You know, it's always fun to hear. You know, some the behind the scenes.
Yeah. I mean, not to brag, but all these guys want to talk. How many police escorts out of a county have they had? I've had two.
That's got to be one of my favorites. I mean,
I've had two. So, I mean, you want to talk about people hating you?
What was the one you're told the police escort to the ferry just to get you off?
Jackson, Louisiana. You have to get to it by, you have to get to it by a ferry.
Yeah. So.
And me, Corman, Samir, Mike Page, and I think there was one more. We got a police escort by 2 police officers, lights, sirens. We thought we were getting pulled over. Escorted to a ferry. The ferry could not leave unless it was full. It had to have like 15 to 20 cars on it. And you might sit there and wait 30 minutes. But they could not leave. And we got a police escort because there was like legit people wanted to kill us. And the policeman told the guy, take this ferry across now. I can't, my boss will. Get your boss on the phone. Police officer talked to him real quick. About 2 seconds later, that ferry started moving. So,
yep.
And he said, don't come back on this side until that thing is full like you're supposed to. And so he goes, okay, I give y'all about an hour and a half head start. Get out of town. Yeah. Don't stop. Don't get gas. Get out of town. So when you can have that, then we can discuss how good you are. But now on Tales from the Other Side, like I said, man, we talk about everything. Talk about wrestling. Try to keep it more about wrestling because it is wrestling based, but we do venture off into, like we talked about, the Luca trade. Trey plays a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I used to play it. I don't play it anymore. Or got back into it. Warzone dropped back into Verdansk, and so we started playing that a little bit more. Once the hackers and everything start taking over again, I'll probably go back to Rainbow Six Siege. But I mean, if these people want to keep talking trash and all this, I'll pull it out. 1v1 me on Warzone, and then we can talk. That's about how bad I am now. I'll play Warzone and
yeah,
I play video games. I'm too old to be fighting. It hurts and it takes a lot longer to recover.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I know when you talk about sleeping wrong, you know, the other night I did the same thing. And I woke up, I'm like, all I did was sleep, and I can't move.
I woke up this morning and I felt like I was in a 30-minute or 60-minute Ironman match, and I couldn't get out of bed. I was, but if you're serious, I mean, you want to learn to wrestle, we have a spot in the sanctuary. I mean, you're a wise old owl. I gave you that mask for a reason, but you know.
I'm wise in knowing that I'm not going to be wrestling. I'm perfectly content ringside. I will say that. I am living a dream being ringside. I mean, this was not in my cards. It was not on my bingo card of life.
It's funny how wrestling does that.
I loved it. I watched it in college. I watched it, growing up. I got married. I kind of got out of wrestling. And when we moved to Cleburne, I saw the posters up. And I probably saw them for 5 years before I actually went to the first show and then just started going. And now here I am. And even when I started going, I was just going to go. And now having a blast and just meeting everybody and being ringside and doing this commentary and podcast, it's been a blast. And I can only imagine. I mean, just a few times I've been in the rings to do, other stuff. It's such a rush, and I can only imagine what it's like being there, as a athlete and getting cheers or booed or whatever. It's
as shocking as this is gonna sound.
Yes, Jason, it was all because of you. So that.
You gotta give the big ego show.
I do. It was because of King Outlaw. There was.
This is gonna come a shock to a lot of people, I'm sure. But the only drug I've ever done is marijuana and alcohol. But my cousin, there's not a drug under the sun that he hasn't tried. And so that's what kept me off of the hard drugs, is I saw what it did to him. But there's no other drug out there that can give you the feeling of having 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 300, whatever number.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest crowd I wrestled in front of was 3,600. There's no other drug out there that can give you that feeling when you have everybody in the palm of your hand doing exactly what you want them to do, either cheer you or boo you. And so that is that's the hardest thing. Once you walk away, that's the hardest thing. I mean, the camaraderie in the locker room is one thing, but having fans, I mean, I have fans from 6 years ago still cussing me out and hating me.
Yeah.
As soon as you see my face or my name, there's some that just started yelling at me, and I'm like, I'm not even that person anymore. But there's no other feeling like it. But like I've always said, wrestling inside the ring is not for everybody, but there is a place in wrestling for everybody.
I agree. Yeah.
And so I commend you for knowing your limits and not being goaded into training just to train. There's some people that are in the ring that they shouldn't be on the other side. They should be on the other side of the barricade. And so it is what it is. But like I said, inside the ropes is not for everybody, but there's some place for everybody in wrestling. Yeah. Cameraman, announcer, selling programs, concession. That's why when I officially walked away, I think everybody of every position that I could think of, because it takes a whole village to put on a show. It's not just the wrestlers; it's everybody.
Yeah, and I don't think everybody understands that either. I mean, even in the big shows, think about, we got WrestleMania this weekend. How many extras does it take to put it on? I
mean, you got lighting crews, you got pyrotechnics. There's just so much, and then you got to have people in the concession stands to work it. So everybody's just as valuable. It's just the wrestlers, they put their body on the line a little bit.
Yeah, even at our small show, we've got probably 20 people working different aspects of it besides those that are in the ring. That's just concessions, the door, the security, there's and that's a small show. That's Anything planned for the podcast coming up? Just wing it.
We just wing ours. We both have ADHD, so we tried doing the whole structured sheet and being organized, and it lasts for about 5 minutes into it, and then there's a squirrel, and we go on to another subject. So
mine's planned that I know who the guest is, and that's about.
We're gonna start getting some guests on. Chris Germany, I talked to him. I want him and Kit Carson. They're the ones that train me. I want them to be our first guest. And he said, man, he ran a podcast for about 4 years, and he told me the best advice I can give you is get all your bugs worked out, get a kind of a feel for it and a gel, and then get guests on. So I'm gonna maybe start reaching out to getting some guests on and start talking. Next Thursday, we will be talking about more about the APW show. Definitely, we'll be talking about WrestleMania. Who knows what else we'll be talking about? It's you never know.
Yeah, we've been doing the podcast for about 2 years, and I'm still working the bugs out. So.
Oh yeah, I gave you your props. I tried pulling something up, sharing the screen, and we use the same format. And I'm like, dude, Chris makes this look so easy. I'm sitting there struggling, can't pull up music for intros. Like I couldn't pull up a screen. I was like, dude, Chris makes this look so easy. This is not. I envy him on that part. He makes it look easy. It's like boom, it's pulled up, boom, it's pulled up. I'm like, okay, I go here, then I gotta go here, and then. But no, I've always liked the square circle, and that's why I've always said, anytime I can help, just give me a holler, and I'll do what I can.
No, I appreciate it, definitely. So it's a pleasure talking to you. I love talking to you. Like I said, I love listening to you and Trey, and it's Master of the Screen.
I think that's Master of the Universe. You got the wrong part. I forgot the universe is the world is his
universe. But yeah, no. So big wrestling weekend, WrestleMania this weekend. We got where legends are made next weekend. Then Cinco de Mayo the weekend after that. Which I even have that poster now too. So I mean, we're gonna have our first ever El Campeón de Cinco de Mayo 2-day event. We've got day one on the 3rd at the La Moderna Field where the Railroaders play here in Cleburne. Day 2 will be at the conference center in the parking lot where we normally have it. And it's going to be we're going to have the qualifying matches on Saturday and the championship on Sunday, as well as the Battle Royal and a whole lot of other matches. So
cool.
Lots and lots to go for. Looking forward to it. Still all the stuff on WSN matches coming out soon. We've got I don't know, all kinds of things happening. So I look at where APW is going. It's I'm very happy with even just the short time I've been here, just kind of the connections we've made and been able to bring APW to a wider audience, get people in the buildings, just come enjoy a show.
My wife had nothing to do with wrestling. She never watched it or anything like that. We got together. I was still kind of active. She went to a couple of shows, and now she's hooked. And she's gotten a couple of her friends that they watched it a little bit, but once you see it live, it's totally different. And
it's a very different feel, even at the indie level. I say it, if you're watching this and you're not in the DFW area, go find a show near you.
There's out there.
There's a show near you. Go find it.
It'll change your perspective. And
I've lived in DFW for 22 years now. I didn't go to my first indie show until 5 years ago. I didn't even know there was indie shows in the DFW area for the first 10 years. And now I wish I would have been watching it from the beginning, because I have so much fun at this level. So it's very different and incredible fun. So yes, we just need to quit pissing people off.
I thought that might have been directed towards me, but I'm glad you put Chris in there, because I'm usually the one that gets blamed for pissing people off. So I'm glad somebody else is blaming this time, not me.
Yeah, no, that's all right. So I know Jay's going to be out again next week. I've been told I have a special guest next week. He set something up for me, so okay. I guess we'll find out that next week. But
well, if it doesn't fall through, give me a holler and we can do another simulcast. I'm cool with that.
I believe, Ty, you may want to check with Advanced Fitness Center. I think they are doing a WrestleMania party at the gym, so I would double check on that. Yeah. Yeah, because King Outlaw makes friends everywhere he goes. Yeah. I had to get new co-hosts because of King Outlaw.
Might might have had something to do with one of them.
No, but then he came back and left
Yeah.
again. Anyhow, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really
I
appreciate
guess
it.
allowing me to join you too, since we're doing both podcasts at the same time. But
no, we gotta do this more often.
yeah. So be sure to check out Tales from the Other Side. You can see all that on Rick Jackson's page as well, and then obviously our Squared Circle everywhere. DC Network, YouTube, Facebook, WSN, we're everywhere. So no, not you, King Outlaw. So all right, well, I think that will do it for tonight. We'll be back next week with more, and then we're just over a week away from where legends are made. Ready to go. So have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week.